choose where to go live. Yo, what up? This your boy Drettie Goins, man. You tuned into my show. What the fuck is up? I got some special guests in the house with me tonight. These dudes are monumental in Denver, Colorado hip hop. A lot of y'all probably know these dudes. I know them in particular, you know, those big bros and all that. But today I got the special guests in the house with me, and y'all know these dudes too, man, because they had a lot of good songs. A lot of people was familiar with, and they kind of, you know, were like forefathers to this Colorado hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And they established what we all do today. You know what I'm saying? I remember they were monumental and pioneers in creating Colorado hip hop scene here. And you know, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to it and invite these dudes to my table. But yeah, man, give it up, man. The Homeboys. I don't know what these dudes is on. Oh, here he come. Yeah, this, you know, he always got to make a grand entrance. Give it up for my boy, General Norrad, a.k.a. He's Chucksy Chill. Most definitely, man. And we got another. Where's the other homeboy at? Where's your little homie at, man?
Oh, you know, he was late to his own birth, so.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, right there, man. Give it up to my man. The Chauncey D Squeeze.
What up?
What up, bro? Coolin', man. Chilling, man. Yeah, we in here, man. And I'm in here today, y'all. What the fuck is up? We got the pioneers of Colorado hip hop, the Homeboys, aka HBO, General Norrad, the Chauncey D Squeeze. And check this out. So this is my show, man, and on this show, you know, I'll be like talking to the people. I'll be giving them insight about what the fuck is up with the Homeboys. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all? What's good with y'all? How y'all brothers doing, man? How y'all feeling today?
Doing pretty good, man. Feeling all right.
Yeah?
Yeah? Good, man. Good. Thank you.
That's what's up, man.
How about you, man?
Man, I'm chilling, homie. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maintaining, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, man, like I was telling my guests before y'all pulled up in here, man, that y'all dudes are like, you know, monumental to Colorado hip hop, Denver hip hop scene. You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes was on like one of the first groups in Colorado hip hop. Cause really, they ain't no groups too much no more about hip hop. But you know, why don't y'all give some insight to the people? You know what I'm saying, and let them know how y'all kind of got started with all this.
Well, you know, it goes back. We can take it all the way back to the breakdance era. You know
breakdance era?
Yeah. You know, once breakdance era, there was a break off of 84 here in downtown Denver.
KDKO.
Yeah,
For y'all don't know what that is, man, that's AM radio. That was like located, you know, right in the middle of Denver, you know what I'm saying, black radio station, you know what I'm saying, 5 points. But go ahead, man, fill us in.
Yeah, you know, it just started with breakdancing, you know what I'm saying. And once we saw New York, you know what I'm saying, you know, branch off into breakdancing and West Coast, you know, get into breakdancing, and you had Beach Street and breaking and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
We felt that was something we can do as well, so we started breakdancing, man, and gained a little popularity doing that around Denver on 5 points, you know, performing in shows at different little venues, you know, for breakdancing, making money.
The
turning point.
Hey, don't nobody know about the turning point, man.
Big House.
Yeah, big.
Yeah,
man.
we was little cats back then.
Yeah, that's real Colorado history for these cats,
14,
man.
Around there, you feel me? And then next thing you know, you then transitioned into to rap, to hip hop. Right? And once it did, you know what I'm saying, I saw Run DMC, and LL Cool J, and all them cats, you know, I felt that was me as well, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Squeeze, you know what I'm saying, he's always been into music, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Went down to his crib and saw him playing the drums, you know what I'm saying? And it really,
what?
really
You used to play the drums?
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. I can play the drums. So
yeah. Then me and my cousin TLA, you know what I'm saying? We be down down in the projects, man, just playing with the records and listening to Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini, all them Beastie Boys. We was just real big hip hop fans, man. You know what I'm saying? I decided, you know what I'm saying, I was going to East High School and I used to see these rappers, Billie Jean and your boy Keith McDade, every day after school.
Yeah.
Rapping. So that
Keith
started,
McDade, shout out Keith
And it also
McDade,
started
shout
with,
out Billie Jean.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is real history right here, y'all. Y'all really got to tune in to know what's up, man. Most definitely.
And we also got inspired by the Legion of Doom. You know what I'm saying?
The Legions of Doom.
Mr. Magic,
Mr. Magic,
Brother
yeah.
Jeff, you know what I'm saying? DJ Slick.
Shout out Brother
you know,
Jeff,
Sir
man.
Jam, you know, Star Child, you know what I'm saying? Reggie Simon, you know, I heard them on KDKO.
Yeah.
And I ran to Squeeze House with the tape and said, man, we got to do this, Mike. You know what I'm saying? We got to transition into some hip hop.
Right.
So my cousin TLA, you know what I'm saying? One day I was down at his house. He was at my house. And he came and ran down and woke me up, man, and said, there's this cat in town from New York. Man, you need to come and hear him, man. Him and his brothers be beatboxing, man. They real good, man. They Uncle Ray's nephew. So I ran up to my house and I met him, you know what I'm saying? That was Love Ski.
Love Ski, Lip Jockey. Shout out my boy Love Ski,
York,
man.
Yeah,
New York, New York.
And his brother Key-Dot, you know, old Q. What's up, Q?
Yeah, man.
And Hottie.
That's what's
outside.
up.
You know, the New Yorkers, you know, feel me? Yeah. And so, you know, me and my cousin TLA was trying to put a group together, and Chauncey D Squeeze, you know, D Squeeze always was DJing and had turntables. And
Who was Squeeze?
Yeah,
You was the
at
DJ?
Yeah, he started.
Tell
out
him
as
you was the DJ.
know.
You wasn't the DJ, was you? How'd you go from like DJing to rapping though?
I don't know what he's talking about, man.
Ah.
He'll tell you how he did it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was good, so, you know what I'm saying? He ran down and bought a drum machine, you know what I'm saying, from the fine shop. And, you know what I'm saying? He started smacking on the beats, and me and Love Ski was on the lift, beatboxing and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I was just a lyricist, man, and me and my cousin TLA was dropping them lyrics. And
Yeah.
shit, we decided to put the group together, man, and shit, we was actually,
Hey,
you know.
you remember when we first did that that concert or no, it was the concert. Yeah, it was the concert that, with DJ Quick and
But that had to be like
No,
later
that
on down the
wasn't DJ
line.
Quick. That was Kumo
Yeah.
D,
Kumo D.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince,
And
and the
what?
Skinny Boy.
Oh, this
Monumental. So
Down at
y'all did
Mammoth
shows
Gardens.
with Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh
And
Prince.
that was 1987.
What?
When
1987.
Jazzy Jeff was at the height of their career, and Fresh Prince, you know,
yeah,
aka
that
Will
was
Smith.
cool.
But yeah, we put together a group. We decided to put together a group, man. It was me, TLA, Squeeze, you know, Chauncey D, and
Right.
Love Ski. You know what I'm saying? And we all sitting around see what name we'd come up with. And they, Love Ski, man, we just call ourselves HBO, man, Homeboys Only.
Yeah, 'cause you know I gotta ask that from my fans, man, because everybody's seen the NWA movie, and everybody, like, if you really from Denver and you really up on your hip hop game, you know, we all know y'all as HBO. We never heard of no other groups, you know
Called
what I'm saying,
HBO.
called HBO. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of clarify for my viewers, man. You know, like how did that come about? Do you think they bit y'all's name, or did y'all bite they shit? I mean, what's going? You know, I wouldn't
have
shit
no
on you
idea,
like
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know, Love Ski was just like
Hold on,
HBO.
man. Hold on, man. They bit our shit.
Yeah.
They just threw up stuff and all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying?
So that wasn't y'all that they was talking about in the movie, though. That wasn't like Ice Cube was punking y'all and shit like, nigga, this Compton.
That wasn't us. No. That night.
It was cool.
You know, back then, Squeeze was smacking up bus drivers and shit, so I'm pretty sure he would have.
Wouldn't have a problem checking
you know what I'm
Cube.
saying? Keep Dre in the shin or something.
So you guys would say that y'all's early on influences were more like early East Coast hip hop, you know what I'm saying? That would like kind of put y'all, like, gave y'all the motivation to get started to build a group, right? And do y'all's thing.
Yeah, it started on the East Coast. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that was very influential, man, when it came to us, you know what I'm saying, transitioning into hip hop back then. But there was also some West Coast groups that inspired us as well that people really didn't hear about back then. People like Toddy T. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shout out Toddy
People
T.
like King T.
Mixed
you know what I'm
Master
saying?
Spade, man. On
You had
everything.
Ice-T, you know what I'm saying?
Ice-T, of
Ice-T,
course. Yeah.
Ice-T and Toddy T and them tried to all sign us. They was all fighting over who's going to sign HBO. you know what I'm saying, at a concert downtown Denver, man.
Yeah.
With Ice-T, you know what I'm saying? Ice-T took us under his wing and tried to have us fly to California, man, for a contract, but we was too young, man. Our parents wouldn't let us go.
What? So y'all really did get the contract game. Y'all really were able to reach that pinnacle as far as being able to be signed by a major,
Yes.
or at least a mainstream artist. You know
Yes,
what
and
I'm
that
saying?
was back in '87. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know, after the HBO got together, you know what I'm saying, one day we heard about a rap contest. It was live on KDKO downtown at Woolsworth, in the basement of Woolsworth.
Woolworth. These youngsters don't know what is Woolworth. A lot of my guests, they younger. They don't really know what Woolworth is.
Woolworth is like a modern day Walmart. You know what I'm saying? It's a department store, and it sold all kind of stuff from pizza to sporting goods to Dickies and clothes. And it was downtown on the 16th Street Mall. You know what I'm saying? And KDKO was hosting a rap show down there, and we heard about it. And the day we heard about it, you know, they said it was happening now. So all me, Squeeze, Love Ski, TLA, all of us ran downtown, you know what I'm saying, to the city, walked all the way from the east side to downtown, and entered into the contest. And, you know, we wasn't expect we was going, you know, we didn't think we would win because we was going against the living legends, Moore and Mosley and them cats, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, Moore, you know what I'm saying? You always be in our heart, brother. You feel me? And we entered into the contest, and you know we had
Brother,
some good little raps.
your phone is killing us. This is a very important man, y'all.
Yeah,
Phone
yeah,
always
absolutely.
ringing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm enjoying hearing the stories, man. Once again, man, if you just now tuning in, man, I'm your host, Drettie Goins. This is my show, man. What the fuck is up?
Okay.
And we got HBO, aka the Homeboys, up in here today.
Yes.
My man Chauncey D Squeeze. My big bro, Big NORAD, aka
NORAD.
Chuck C. Chill,
AKA
you know what I'm
Chuck C.
saying?
Chill.
You feel me? And you know, they pioneers in Denver hip hop, you know, kind of, you know, letting it be known, giving y'all like a little bit of history on how it got cracking. So we way back now. We starting in we is this nigga getting up and walking out on the show?
No, absolutely not.
That's how you gonna do it? See, we live?
Jimmy Johnson,
See,
but nah.
hey, T baby, they got Jimmy John's
Yeah, I
downstairs.
apologize about that,
Hey,
y'all.
yeah, sorry about this, y'all. We up here live studio 1642, man, and you know this is all real. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Hey.
we, you know, that's my man T right there, y'all. That's my intern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's
Walking
up,
through
Chuck?
here, he's doing his thing. But so we right back at it, man. It's 1987. You know, y'all getting looked at by majors. Y'all done started a group, HBO, and it was a rap show at KDKO.
Right.
You know, Denver radio station, AM radio 1510.
Mr. Mac.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
You
Now,
feel me?
that's real Denver history right there. Yeah, and so we entered into the contest.
Dr. Drettie.
Yeah, we entered into the contest, man, and you know the crowd went crazy, man. You know with Lovesky on that beatboxing, man, he was like Dougie Fresh, man. He was superb on them lips. You feel me? We had this song called Lovesky Lip Jockey, and you know there was me coaching him on how to beatbox and what to do. And
So
he
you
was doing
taught
everything.
Lovesky how to beatbox? Because I
No,
remember.
no.
Oh,
He
okay. I was about to
beatbox.
say.
I was
Because you know
just-
he came with that East Coast game. He
Right,
was
right.
already
We had
fluent.
a song where I would tell Lovesky to do certain beatboxes.
Oh,
You know
so
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
making beats
He was
with,
making beats, and
and you would tell him which ones you wanted to hear.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had this one called Jingle Rock, and
Okay.
he'd do the jingle bell with the clicks like Dougie Fresh. Then we had one called
Man, if y'all out here watching it,
the
y'all know
Rubber Band,
Lovesky,
you
man.
know what
Somebody
I'm saying?
tag Lovesky in this, man, because he's so important to the history right now.
Yeah.
HBO, man, the Homeboys, you feel me? On everything, man. This is real Colorado hip hop for y'all, man. Yeah.
It's part of our history. But yeah, we ended up winning the contest that day, and from that day forward, that really launched our legacy. You know what I'm saying? As a stamp in Denver's history, because we won that contest, man. After we won the contest, people started wanting us to perform in a lot of other shows, and so there was a rap contest at Breezens. You remember the club Breezens?
Yeah, I remember Breezens, man, down in the projects,
A
man,
rap
Brick
contest
City,
down
man.
there
You
to
gotta be
open
from
up-
Denver to know about
You know
Breezens, man.
Breezens, 1985, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
86, 87. We was little kids up in the grown folks establishment, you know what I'm saying? Getting it in, you feel me? But it was a contest at Breezing, and Big John, DJ Slick Rick, Star Child, DJ
Wait. Hold on.
Mike.
So wait. Start back. Let's start some of these names because these names, y'all. If y'all don't know these names, then you really end up on your hip hop game.
That's right.
So say that again.
DJs. It was the Denver DJs. You know what I'm saying? You had
Okay, who was the Denver DJs?
Big John, DJ Big John. You know what I'm saying?
Who is
Y'all
Big
know
John? A lot of my
Big
people
John
they don't
Black.
know. They don't know who Big John is. You know, he keeps such a low key, but he got all the money for real. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Big John Platt, you know, he's responsible for the development of great artists such as Usher, such as, you know, Kanye West, for real. He has the industry on lock right
Jay-Z,
now. And
yeah.
he's from Denver.
And he's from
Yeah.
Denver.
You know, he's
Yeah.
a real good friend of ours, you know what I'm saying? They had a contest down in Breeze.
Shout out Big John, y'all.
Yeah, what up, Big John? You right? I see you doing your thing, brother. Yeah.
Off top.
Yeah, peace, man. Much love. But yeah, you know, it was Big John, DJ Slick Rick, DJ Star Child. It was a core.
Shout out
Denver
Star
DJs.
Child, man.
Yeah.
Star Child.
And Slick Rick.
And
Moon,
shout out
you know,
Slick Rick on
yeah,
every.
no doubt.
Tell them they might be thinking it's Slick Rick with the big gold chains,
Yeah.
but it ain't Slick Rick with the big gold chains.
Big old chains.
Yeah,
It
nah.
ain't the New York Slick Rick.
It ain't the New
It's
York.
Denver Slick Rick. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
Denver's very, you know what I'm saying, original when it comes to a lot of this hip hop. So I think we had a lot of influence on industry stuff too. Would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
Yes,
know what I mean?
Because a lot of artists used to come through Denver and you know, used to get a lot of love, man. And Denver was pretty supportive back then when it came to you know, concerts coming to town and things of that nature. So it was real good, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
Denver was, you know, real big inspiration on other places as well. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right.
So yeah, man, like I said, it was all them DJs, you know what I'm saying? You had DJ Mixmaster Mike, all of them. They used to let us in the clubs for free and take us under their wings. You know, they loved HBO. Denver started loving it.
And y'all were teenagers doing this, am I
Yeah,
right?
we was teenagers. Around
Right.
about, what, you maybe Squeeze?
Like 13, 14.
Squeeze was like 13. Squeeze was living like a grown man. I remember Squeeze had his own apartment, had a kid. This nigga wasn't playing.
At the age of 13. You know
At the
what I'm
age of
saying?
13. Man. Man.
But yeah, they
But-
do a rap contest at Breezing, and the winner was going to be able to open up for Kumo D, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and the Skinny Boys. And there was some other great
The Skinny
groups there,
Boys.
you know,
Niggas
like
don't even
most
talk about the Skinny
Skinny
Boys.
Boys. I
What?
don't think this generation know anything about a Skinny Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
They just know about the
I
fat boy.
promise
back
you.
then they came and
Fat boy.
Fly
Right.
Girl and all that old shit, right?
They know
Yeah.
about the fat boy.
Yeah,
Man.
they don't know about the Fat Boy.
Man, the Fat Boys. All right, man.
Yeah,
So
they
tell us.
And we ended up winning that contest. We went up against competitors like Most Illness B-Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to Captain Mike and your boy Frosty Don. You know what I'm saying?
Don,
Yeah.
yeah, rest in peace. The most of the
B-Boys, ain't no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and they came through Steve Rowland, you know what I'm saying, of Tag Team. And some, that was one of Steve's groups, and they was
DJ Original.
about the only
Ace
ones who ever
Capone
beat
talking
us in the
about,
contest. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa G, Mixmaster Mike.
Mike, all of them, yeah, you know, yeah.
Shout out Ace Capone, man. I'll see you, you know, reaching in, tapping in. You know, you a real Denver native when it comes to it. You know the history, you feel me?
Ain't no
Off
doubt.
top, man, on everything.
Yeah, but
we gotta give it up to the goddamn the brothers, man. Hey, man, the Echelon.
the echelon, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We
get into that.
that.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
what I'm saying? That's
we
how
already know what's
go.
up
You
with
feel
the
me?
echelon. You know that's.
But,
you know, that's
yeah, like I
brothers, you
said,
know what I'm saying, off top.
They
We
threw the
gotta give it up to
contest
him, though.
down at Breeze, and we went against some stiff competition, and we came in the tie with Moore Mosley and them, the Living Legends. And so they
Living
let
Legends.
both of us open up for the concert with Kumo
Yeah.
D and Jazzy
So y'all
Jeff and
both
Fresh
got a
Prince.
chance to open up.
Yes,
for them.
and so
Okay.
we both opened up. They had to go on first. That was the deal, though. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, the day of the concert, man, we went and got these white sweatsuits, you know what I'm saying? And my cousin TLA, he drew all on them and drew HBO all on them. We was all dressed like
Hey, I
because he was a
remember
good artist. TLA, shout out
That
to
was before
TLA.
Airbrush was
Your boy
popping,
T.
yo.
Mosley, you know
Shout
what
out
I'm saying?
TLA, man.
Your boy Big Mo, DJ Mo down in Texas, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
DJ
Chilling with
Mo.
all my exes, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But yeah, we ended up winning the contest. We opened up for them, and from that day forward, that was on a major scale that really launched HBO as
So after y'all won the contest, then that's officially made y'all like official. Okay, these dudes is a group and they something to be dealt with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right,
And so
right.
when we opened up the show, we did the same Love Ski Lip Jockey song that, you know what I'm saying, we knew that would drive the crowd crazy. You know what I'm saying? The way I was coaching them on how to beatbox. You feel me? Because he
on everything,
and the crowd went wild. And just recently, a few years ago, there was a documentary called Souls of the Rockies. They did it about the history of Denver's hip hop.
Musa, man.
And we were down, Musa, right on, brother.
Souls
Thank
of the
you,
Rockies,
brother.
A lot of different history in that
History,
thing, man.
yes,
I
it
promise
is.
you.
But you know what I'm saying, we were down at the Tivoli, and a bunch of other modern day groups came and paid homage to us. They said they was little kids, and they remember seeing that HBO performing at the Kumo D concert. You know what I'm saying? 1984, mid 1987.
Who performs at a Kumo D concert? Like, this ain't none of that young shit y'all used to. This is like Coliseum shows, man.
Right?
For real. You know what I'm saying? Major probably opening up for 50,000 or something or better. You know what I mean? That's like equivalent. Would you say that would be like equivalent to like a summer jam of today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Something similar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
No, that's kind of big. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little more. It was a little more major than that. You know, it was down in Mammoth Gardens, but it was sold out.
Okay,
you know
so tell these dudes. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got too much history. They're rich in history, y'all. What is Mammoth Gardens?
Mammoth Gardens is down there on Colfax and Clarkson, and it's called the Fillmore right now.
The
you know what
Fillmore, y'all, used to be called the Mammoth.
Mammoth Gardens.
But I'm doing this for my viewers. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all a piece of history. What the fuck is up with the Homeboys, y'all? This is real history right here, man.
Yeah.
On everything. Tune in, man. Tap a friend, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and comment, man. We tap. You know, we hollering at all y'all. But okay, so after y'all had the show, you know, y'all opened up, you know, y'all won the contest at Breezens, you know what I'm saying, UTLA, Love Ski, Squeeze, you know what I'm saying, and y'all got to open up for Kumo D, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and the Skinny Boys, can't forget about the Skinny Boys, you know what I'm saying. What were the steps next that you guys took as a group? Like, how did y'all, you know, progress from that moment on? Because that's like something big to conquer. Like, how do you outdo yourself after you do a show of that magnitude?
Well, after that just opened up the door to all the Denver promoters and the Denver DJs, and they would always call us up, call the house and say, you know what I'm saying, we throwing this show tonight at the hotel, or we throwing this
phones, right?
Like, yeah, you know, they call it the house.
They got mom's number.
They got the house number. Young cats, and they call the crib, say, man, we got this show coming up at this certain date, and it's here at this certain venue, and we want y'all to perform, man. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to Big John and Star Child and Mr. Magic.
So y'all were the go-to group if they ever needed.
Brother Jeff.
They ever needed like groups. So like, you know how they go look for local groups, because nowadays you know the game is a little different. Nowadays they like charge niggas to make them, you let them rap on stage. And back then, you know, they would like they needed a go-to group. Like, we needed a go-to set of guys that can rock a crowd, that can entertain
and represent Denver in the process.
Right, exactly.
We'd be the dudes.
So we'd be the dudes. Every like major act came to town. We were the ones to go to. You know what I'm saying? And they loved us. The whole city perceived us, and they made us feel like we were stars when we just regular dudes from the east side. You know what I'm saying? Running around terrorizing the hood. You know what I'm saying? We just regular dudes, but you know, we got into hip hop. Y'all didn't really realize
that y'all have fame like that, right?
No, we didn't. So, you know, we decided to go to a studio in 1987 and recorded some songs. What was the first song
that y'all recorded?
The first song we recorded?
Yeah, what was the first song, John? Squeeze, what's the first song?
Yeah, what was the first song, man?
I think I know, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, let me think, man, real quick.
We Coming Strong? That wasn't the first one?
No,
that wasn't the first one.
I think Love Ski Lip Jockey was the first one on that list.
Love Ski Lip Jockey?
And then Terrorizing, I think.
With Terrorizing, yeah.
And Cold Chillin' Hard.
Cold Chillin' Hard.
Cold Chillin' Hard.
Cold Chillin' Hard.
And I know y'all remember that, Denver, because we be walking down the street or somewhere, and they be yelling out the cars,
Cold Chillin' Hard,
hollering Cold Chillin' Hard. I'm like, how do they know that song.
Remember
You know
that?
what I'm
Oh
saying?
shit, man, that's still
How
good
everybody
history,
know
man.
that song.
This is in the '80s. These dudes is coming up with this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Very talented young men, man. Very, ahead of their time. Like I said, y'all pioneers in this. So y'all really basically setting a platform up, for anybody that's coming after y'all. Including myself. Because y'all big influences in my life. You feel me?
Absolutely.
On everything, but
That's right.
y'all set a precedence about what's going on with the music, right?
Yeah.
So after y'all did y'all's first little demo tape, what were the next steps after that? Like, come on.
Well, the next steps after that, it happened kind of tragically. You know what I'm saying? We were doing shows all over Denver, man, at the Glen Arms Center, to Red Shield, to Black Arts Festival, Juneteenth. I mean, everywhere. We was performing every, place we could perform. They were calling us to. But then all of a sudden, one day, we go over to Love Ski in them house, and they looking sad. You know what I'm saying? And they broke the bad news and said, they were moving back to New York.
So Love Ski, he dipped out of the group then, huh?
Yeah, and that hurted me.
Come on, Ski.
Yeah, but he couldn't do nothing about it. He was only 14 years old.
Yeah, y'all was kids though, so
And,
y'all moving in with y'all's parents, and plus y'all ain't really making no money at this point.
Right.
Y'all just kind of performing for the sheer love of the art.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On everything.
So at the time, when Lusky went back to New York and everything, you know what I'm saying? We had these three things, HBO.
Yeah, we had them 3 shirts. Yeah.
These,
So
That says
So the
HBO.
O was gone. Wait, is that another play?
Yeah, and the old left. And we just had HB. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
So is that how?
To be just me and bro. You know what I'm saying?
But what happened to TLA at this time? Because we missing something.
Well, prior to
about.
that, prior
You
to
feel
that,
me?
you know what I'm saying, it was 4 of us, and TLA, you know what I'm saying, he was the artist of the group. He write, you know what I'm saying, he bust raps and he draw a lot, you know what I'm saying, he was like the graffiti artist of the.
He brought the graffiti element
to the hip hop.
to make it real hip hopish, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
Right.
bet.
And so, me, Squeeze, and Love Ski, you know what I'm saying, we was like real young street cats, and we was always out in the streets causing havoc, getting in trouble, police, all that, you know what I'm saying, and TLA wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? We was fighting all the time, and he wouldn't help when we got into these fights and shit. He would run and scare.
You gonna bust him out like that?
So, I apologize to
you
TLA.
like that.
Come on, man.
TLA,
But it's the
man, they
truth,
trying to act
man.
like
It's
you
the
wasn't
truth.
with it, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, we was a little more hardcore than TLA, man, and he started going in a different direction. He was working with the youth and things of that nature, man. So we was like, he started turning on to something positive. So we was like, man, we got to reestablish this group, man. So we all dropped out of the group. Everybody decided to drop out, and then after everybody dropped out,
I don't know what you're talking about, but I never
we decided to get back together, and it was just 3 of us. So it was HBO. You feel me? It was HBO. The H on my shirt, the B on his shirt, the O on Love Ski shirt.
For some reason, it's always been H. NORAD had an H, and then I had a B.
Yeah. And so after Love Ski left and went back to New York, man, it was
And
just
Mo,
HB.
what up?
And we went on ahead and decided to drop the O and just call ourselves the Homeboys.
So let's get this straight. So after y'all okay, let's I'm giving y'all the rundown, y'all. This is what the fuck is up. This is what the fuck is up with the Homeboys. The HBO, you feel me? Y'all started out rapping East Side, you dig what I'm saying? Y'all got on, y'all rocked the show for KDK. First y'all started breakdancing, then y'all rocked the show for KDKO. From the KDKO show got you a hookup at Breezens. Y'all killed Breezens. Got to open up for Kumo D, the Skinny Boys, and
Jazzy Jeff
and the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
From Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, y'all started recording demos. You know what I'm saying? Cold Chillin' Hard, first song on y'all's lick. You dig what I'm saying? Then a multitude of others, and then at this point in time, y'all it's 3 of y'all because TLA just really wasn't with the street drama. You dig what I'm saying? So he kind of faded out. You know what I'm saying? And then Love Ski moves to New York, right? So now y'all went from HBO to just HB. So and at this time y'all take on the moniker of the Homeboys. Am I right?
Yes.
Just 2 of the crew.
What was it? Just the 2 of us.
Just the
No,
2
let me
of us.
stop.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I remember them
Just
joints.
the 2 of us.
Just the 2
And it
of
ended
us.
up being 2 of us, you know what I'm saying? And it was just me and Squeeze. And from that day forward, man, we just decided to keep the group together. And me and him started performing, just us two, you know, with a drum machine, and we was doing pretty good, man. You
So
know,
y'all
without Love
sustained
Ski.
y'all's group with just the two of y'all.
Yeah, with
Love
just
Ski.
without Love Ski, man.
Can you tell that there was a missing element? Did
Yeah,
it
it was
ever affect y'all's
yes.
creativity or
It's-
y'all's energy or anything
Right.
that y'all had
It
going
did
on?
in the beginning. It really hurt us. It really hurt us, but
Like
you know.
said, but you know what I'm saying? Like me and my brother, man, it's like the two of the crew. It's always the two of the crew.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
what's up.
man. It affected us a little bit in the beginning, but then all of a sudden, we started getting drum machines, and we was being managed by our cousin Pat. You know what I'm saying? Patricia Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Pat.
She took us under her wing and started putting us in the studio, just me and him, and managing us, and we was doing shows
So
like
she
a
really
Red
believed
Shield.
in
And,
that y'all's abilities, right? And she took a step forward for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Was that the first time y'all ever had management as a group?
yes.
That
yes,
was the
it
first
is.
one?
She was our first
Okay.
manager, very
That's
first
what's
manager.
up. Shout out, yeah.
Yeah, cousin Charlie, what's
Shout
up?
out Charlie Brown, man.
Right on, cuz
Off
Pat.
top,
Yeah.
homie.
And so you know what I'm saying, we did a contest for Big John and Star Child,
contest,
yes,
right?
Star Child, and for DJ Slick Rick for Legion of Doom up at the Sheridan up across from Celebrities.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? There was a
I
hotel.
remember
It's
that.
still there to this
Yeah,
day.
for sure.
They threw a rap contest over there.
Celebrities, y'all
And it
know
was
nothing
just-
about no celebrities, y'all.
Yeah.
This is history.
And the hamburger stand, you feel me?
Man, tune in, man. Tap a friend, man.
Yeah,
What the fuck
tap
is
a
up?
friend, yeah.
On everything.
But yeah, it
Mo, shout out Mo said what up.
What up, Mo? Shout out to Mo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
one love.
Already.
Denver, baby, you know. And this was all for Denver anyway. So we did a contest up there for Big John them, and we did a group called the Most Illness B-Boys didn't show up. So they hadn't showed up yet. And so they said at the contest,
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Captain Mike, Frosty Don, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
B-Boys, man, they was
Shout
cold
out to
brothers.
Most Illness. I
And
remember
so,
that group too.
You know,
yeah.
it was just me and Squeeze. We had our drum machine, went on stage, did our thing, and they told us if this last group don't show up, y'all won the contest. And so we was happy. We was like, okay, cool. And we didn't know what to expect from these cats walking into this place. We thought we had won. Like, they can't get us. But all of a sudden, here comes Steve Rowland from the tag team walking in.
Man, look at these names he's throwing out here, y'all. Y'all gotta peep the game, though. You feel what I'm saying? Tell him who Steve Rowland
Gibson.
is, man.
Steve Gibson. You know Steve Rowland from the famous group Tag Team. Sing Whoop, there it is. You know what I'm saying?
There it
You know, he from Denver as well. You know what I'm saying? He grew up on the east
Shout
side.
out Steve, man.
27th and York Street. You know what I'm saying? Tag Team. You know what I'm saying? He had a group, Most Illness B-Boy. So he walks into the club, and he had a 909 on one side and an 808 on another side, and then somebody else was carrying the keyboard.
Zoe said, "What's up, too?"
What's up, Zoe? How's it going, baby? You know what I'm saying? HBO in the house, Homeboys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We back for the attack. You feel me? And you know, they got up on stage with the Most Ill. Steve got up on stage with his group, the Most Ill, and they did their thing.
Right.
And Steve had this keyboard to where he can control it and make it do whatever he do just by the touch of a button. So these cats was rapping, and they said, now Steve, throw it in reverse. And he hit this button and went in reverse. They started doing his dance. The crowd lost their mind. They won the contest.
They won the
Ah, so they killed y'all with a
They
gimmick.
killed us.
It wasn't because their music was harder.
Oh, they was hard. They was doing it.
No, I'm not saying though. You know, no. I'm not taking nothing from them though. They are dope. You know what I'm saying? But they had a gimmick that helped them win.
That helped them win.
That's a lot of ways. You know, a lot of these dudes go platinum today. You know what I'm saying? They come up with a
those
gimmick.
called strategies.
They got it like
you know
a
what I'm saying?
dance or something that's rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
marketing
feel me?
strategies.
On
you know?
everything.
And that's what they did when it broke down in reverse. They started doing this dance together. You know what I'm saying? And they won the contest. So yeah, MP Fresh. You know, Steve Rowland. What up, Stevie J?
Stevie
Man, right on
G.
for that. Welcome to Denver, baby. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Welcome to
yeah,
Denver,
man.
man.
Sounds sweet, baby.
And that just kept us. After that,
So y'all
I
lost
guess
the contest.
we lost the
That's the
contest.
first time y'all kind of lost.
That's the first time we ever lost the contest, right there.
Took
Because
an
we
L.
had, yes,
You
we
know
took
what
an
I
L.
mean?
But we took it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't our fault. You feel me? But all of a sudden, after the show that night, the Most Illness B-Boys wanted to hang out with us. So we all went back to the hood, to the east side, and we had a big old boom box, and we was walking down the street bumping KRS-One's My Philosophy album. You feel me?
My Philosophy.
On this big old box, and they had
That
this
tell you how
song
long
called
ago this was, y'all.
Part-Time Sucker. They had this song called Part-Time Sucker, KRS-One did.
Yeah.
And we just played that song, Time Sucker,
Yeah.
cool cake, my rhymes are fresh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was breaking it down. We was just digging that song with the most illest B-boys. We all walking down the street, all through the east side, doing this dance to this song.
Okay.
And then we went to this park over there by Columbine Elementary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there talking. Oh, I was about to say we were smoking, but we smoked
this
some
is
weed,
what the
and you know what I'm
fuck
saying?
is
We
up,
smoking
man.
some weed with Most Hill, and Steve Rowland came and met us up there
At the park.
At the park, and
Oh, that's what's up.
then Most Hill and his B-boy said, "Man, hey Steve, man, we want y'all to sign. You know what I'm saying? We want you to sign the Homeboys, man. Put them on your roster, man." And Steve like, "I'm with it, man." So that day 4, Steve took us under his wing, man, and my cousin Pat took us to his studio. I think it was
Steve's
Beyond
studio?
Sound. It was no, not Steve's studio. He had his own studio in his basement, but he was just doing pre-production. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. He was just making beats.
And stuff.
Okay.
And he had his drums and everything. So
Right.
my cousin Pat was managing us at the time. Took us to the studio with Steve. We recorded 4 songs, and they on YouTube too. Y'all can go on YouTube and look up the
Tell them
Homeboys.
where to find this music,
This is
man.
a recording we did in 1987, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Denver. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been about Denver, Colorado, baby. You know what I'm saying? Putting our city on the map.
Man,
So
pioneers, man. This dude's had
Yeah.
videos in '87.
So Steve
In
took us under his wing,
87.
man. And we was messing with Steve for a while. Then he went off to college to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that left us out there alone again. We had to re-strategize and took a couple of year hiatus. I don't know how long, maybe a year. And then we moved to the north side, and we started going to North High School. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the incident happened with Squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
What happened with you, man? You want to talk about it? Is it okay? Are we not cool with that?
Well, you know,
I mean, you know, it's important to the history, bro. Honestly.
because that's how we ran into L Spell.
Okay, so
I got stabbed a whole bunch of times, man.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Did you know that
We went to a party over on the north side. We went to the party on the north side.
None of these Mexicans.
And this was the
Latinos? You know, this is our show.
Yeah.
We respectful.
okay,
You dig what
yeah.
I'm saying?
You know, we went to the wrong party. You know what I'm saying? We went to the wrong party. We went into the party, and all the females were screaming, "Oh, the Homeboys are here! Oh, look at them, the Homeboys!" And the guys didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And they started looking at us, mugging us. So they started something with us. You know what I'm saying? And then,
So this is the first time that y'all's fame kind of took y'all to like a jealousy point.
no, it happened prior to
Was they
that.
jealous of y'all because
Yeah,
the ladies was on y'all?
Yes,
And they-
because we
and
was
they got it
pretty
real.
famous. Yeah.
Is that what that is? Y'all like, cause y'all like hood famous at this point, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Okay, right.
So you know what I'm saying? At the time, being my brother and shit, no rap. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We had these homeboy jackets on and everything.
So y'all was representing y'all's brand.
We was
Yeah, we represent Denver. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just Denver.
You know what I
They
mean?
was the representing the Homeboys.
You know, but Homeboys is y'all's brand at this point. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
And
yes.
y'all
We own
promoting
the
brand,
rights
right?
to that
Off top.
name. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Me and
exactly.
Squeeze own the rights to the name.
So what happened? So what happened after you got stabbed? How did y'all meet up with L Spell?
Okay,
And
so
who is
after
L Spell first and foremost, and then you could
well, L Spell is a member of the Homeboys who came into joined the group at around about 1990. You know what I'm saying? We was going to North High School.
y'all met him at the high school.
Yeah, we met him at high school.
Shout out L Spell.
Yeah, L Spell, you was a member from like 1990 to 1993. You know what I'm saying? And we put together an EP called "This Is What the Niggas Want." We had a famous song on there called "Give Me a Little Bit of That 40 Ounce," and it really made some noise in the Denver streets. You know, we used to perform it at shows, and people always would chant that everywhere we go. And it was one of our hit songs, man. But back to what he's saying.
Give us a little bit of that. 40 ounce.
No,
that's
that's the
huh?
remix. Yeah, the first 40 ounces. Give me a little bit of that 40 ounce. Oh, hey.
Okay,
yeah.
so that's the first song that y'all
That's the
created
first.
with L Spell, right?
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, give me a little bit of that 40 ounce. Is one of y'all's biggest hits, right?
Yes.
You
To
know
this
what I'm
day.
saying? It's the biggest hit to date, right?
To this
a
day.
lot of people know y'all for that because y'all was like some drinking motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We used to dog them 40 ounces. We was the 40 ounce kings. And I can tell you where it started with the 40 ounces with me, with HBO. You know what I'm saying? We went to a Run DMC concert down at McNichols Arena. And we saw these two cats, Run and DMC, drink a case of 40 ounces apiece at
That's
their performance.
Was it Old English?
Old English 800.
You know that's that old
It is
Earl,
the
y'all.
power.
Old
You
Earl
drinking
had
for
burned
yourself.
Down, you feel me? On everything.
On stage, yeah. And so that
So y'all
got us.
like, so that's what inspired did that
Yeah,
inspire
so
y'all to
it-
make the song?
Well, no, that inspired us to start
Inspired y'all to
drinking
drink it.
Old English.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we
Okay.
was drinking, you know, before
And y'all
school,
still
after
teenagers
school.
at this
We
point,
still
right?
teenagers at the point.
Cause y'all in high school, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we young niggas.
We young cats, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And one day, you know what I'm saying, there's this one chick that came from Fort Collins. She had a drop top 7 Deuce glass house. And she took us to the liquor store. We got a bunch of 40 ounces. And there was a song playing in her car by the Specials called Rudy. You know what I'm saying? And the song was playing when the horns came on. We just started saying, give me a little bit of that 40 ounce. And L started singing, oh, hey. And that's how you know, shit. I went down to Wax Tracks, found the album.
Man.
Went to Wax Tracks, found the album, and we took it
So
to
that's
DJ
a sample
Fame.
then.
Yes, a sample.
Shut
From
up.
the
You know,
Specials.
I never knew that was a sample.
Yeah,
record?
from the Specials called
Man.
Rudy. But yeah, back
That's
to
history again, y'all.
where we was going to. We had moved to the north side from the east side. We was going to North High School. Squeeze had got into, you know, these cats had, you know, did them pretty bad at this party. You know what I'm saying? And he was just got out the hospital. He still had patches on him and everything. And they had a talent show at North High School. And then Squeeze went on and entered the talent show because they wouldn't let me go because I wasn't going to school there no more. So they wouldn't let me enter with him. So he did it by himself.
So they wouldn't they shut you down. So now y'all done went from HBO to HB
to
just
the
H.
Homeboys.
It's just the homie.
Yeah. All right. So
They done went to the
so
from HBO to the homie.
prior to that talent show, me and Squeeze was going to our lockers one day, I met him at his locker, and some little Mexican chick ran up on us like, y'all the Homeboys, right? Y'all, it was like, yeah, you know. She said, my uncle knows about you guys, and he wants you guys to get in touch with him. He want me to give y'all his number. And so she wrote down his number, and I looked, and it said Fame. You know what I'm saying? I said, huh? Okay, DJ Fame. I know who DJ Fame is. He's from the DNS Connection. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, DJ Fame. Let's give him a little bit of quick little history on who DJ Fame is.
All right, DJ Fame, he came from the breakdance era as well. He used to be with a breakdance group called DNS Connection, one of the biggest breakdance groups in the state of Colorado. And he transitioned into hip-hop as well, and he had a group called the Elite Troopers. And me and Squeeze performed at City Park, and the Elite Troopers performed at City Park, and DJ Fame was the DJ. So he saw us perform, and so I guess that stuck in his mind. So we was going to North High School, and his niece approached us and gave us his number. Me and Squeeze went home. We called him. He invited us over his house. He had some equipment. He had his turntables. He had keyboards, drum machine. And from that day forward, we started, we allowed him to become our DJ/producer as far as making our tracks and things of that nature. So
And what year is this?
this is 1989.
That y'all hooked up with Fame in
1989, yes.
And so y'all
At
got
North
with
High
Fame
School.
before y'all got with L Spell.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so Squeeze had done the talent show at North, and
Did you rock it?
oh, he rocked it, man.
Hey, you don't call me your brother, so don't call me no brother no more.
Yeah, shut
But yeah,
you the big little brother.
But yeah, D Squeeze rocked the talent show, man, and
Okay. And so that got the attention of DJ Fame. Like,
no. We had met DJ Fame before that,
Nah,
because
so y'all met
DJ
him
Fame
before
did
that.
the beat that he performed to.
Oh, okay.
So we had met DJ Fame prior to the talent show, and we recorded some songs over his house.
Okay.
And we recorded some songs at CC. You know what I'm saying? Just the two of us. And
Y'all
Lyric
recorded
Lair.
that at CC?
Yeah, and
Shut
Lyric
up,
Lair.
fool. That's
And
what's
Lyric
up.
So
Shout out
Squeeze did
Mr.
the
Hall,
show.
man. Rest in peace, homie. teacher
did the
at
show at
CC.
North High School, and then there was another cat performing that night, and I saw him. I was behind stage, I couldn't see him, but he was performing. He was doing good. He was singing first, then he came out, then he did a rap. And I asked Squeeze, man, who is that brother, man? He said, man, that's Lionel, man, that's L, man. I like, oh yeah. I was like, dude, got it, man. I said, invite him over to the house after the show, man. We'll go drink some 40s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to drink them 40 ounces. You know what I'm talking about?
Give me a little bit
Smoke
of that.
some of that greenery, you feel me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
talking about? But, yeah, and then L came over to the house, and we kicked it. And next thing you know, he started going over to DJ Fame's house with us. We made this song called "Make This World a Better Place." Have him sing the hook.
You know, that
Then
was
all
one
of a
of my
sudden-
favorite songs y'all ever did.
Uh-huh.
That's real inspiring joint, man. And it was cold because it had a message back then.
Yeah,
it was
we was
very
trying to change the
produced
world
by
and
DJ
things.
Fame.
Yeah,
I wish that song was online, honestly.
right.
You know what I mean? Because that was the joint. for
Yeah,
your
DJ
ass.
Fame has all the masters, man, and he put some stuff
You
on
know?
YouTube called "Take It to the Maximum." Y'all type that in on YouTube. Take it to the maximum.
The
You'll see
Homeboys,
something
Take It
real
to the
funny.
Maximum?
Yeah, the Homeboys,
That's when you
me,
was in your LL
Squeeze.
Cool J era?
Yeah, and spell with DJ Fame. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. If y'all go on YouTube, you're gonna be cracking up, laughing your ass off. You feel me? But yeah. So next thing you know, we was just recording over DJ Fame's, hanging out, making music, and we started doing shows. And all of a sudden, L was doing them shows with us. And next thing you know, L was making his own like R&B style tracks and little raps. And we just started joining together. So after
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened, but next thing you know, he was a part of the Homeboys.
So the Homeboys are evolving at this point. Y'all done lost 2 members.
Right.
Then it was just 2 members. And then picked up a 3rd member.
Picked
Hey,
up
we
2 more
always
members.
together, though.
2 more
Hey,
members.
bro.
We got DJ Fame
We
and
always-
L Spell. You know
Just
what I'm
the
saying?
2 of us. I got
Just
you.
the 2 of us. And it was and that was from 1990 to 92.
Yeah,
We toured around Denver. We toured around.
Always together. You motherfucker.
Come on, and we toured around the state. Come on, G. Hey man, we live, G.
We always together.
Always. All right, so
So
tell me.
yeah, man.
Oh, man.
What's up, Denver? Hey man. Yeah.
This nigga's burnt.
Nigga, nah, nigga, we always together.
You know, this HB on the house, Homeboys, your boy General Norred, aka Chucksy Chill, your
Yeah.
boy D Squeeze, you know what I'm saying? We got the OG right here, man. The BG. He a BG to us, you know what I'm talking about?
OYG. if
Oh,
nothing
Drettie
else, you know what
Goins
I'm
if y'all
saying?
ain't really
Yes,
knowing,
sir.
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's a Denver thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This the Homeboys legacy, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So now we done lost 2 members. It's regular 2 members. Picked up 2 more members because now you got Fame and you got L Spell. And then what was the progression from that point on?
Oh, wow.
Well, from that point on, we started performing around town. We was doing Cinco de Mayo's, Juneteenth, Black
So
Arts
the same
Festival.
old- yeah.
Same old, you know what I'm saying, scenario that we were doing prior to.
But by this time, you guys are a favorite, right?
Yeah. By this time, you know what I'm saying, we gained a lot of popularity, and people was, you know, familiar with, you know what I'm saying, the revamped Homeboys, you know, with DJ Fame and L Spell.
And y'all just kept the Homeboys? Y'all didn't want to HBO it no more? Or how did that
Nah.
work?
We just left it as
Yeah,
Homeboys.
just left it as the Homeboys?
Hey, we gonna keep it as the Homeboys, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? HBO is always HBO.
That's
It's
the
HBO.
original.
That's the
OG.
foundation.
Like,
Yeah,
right. You feel
That's
me?
the foundation, yeah.
but it's still the Homeboys, though. You know what I'm saying? HBO legacy.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that was a part of that. You know what I'm saying? That era right there with DJ Fame and L Spell. We got offered a deal by a couple of labels, but we decided to go with Gemini Records. You know what I'm saying? And then Playboy Paul from Do Smile started hanging with us, and he started opening up and doing shows for us and opening up for us.
Who's Playboy Paul?
Playboy Paul is
my guest
Paulie
that
P
don't know.
from the group Denver's group Denver. Do Smile.
The
From the
Deuce.
North Side. Yeah, and I know y'all know about Do Smile.
Yeah, they own everything.
You know,
Shout
we go
out
way
Paulie
back,
P
man.
on
Our,
everything.
our history's really deep, thick.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I'm
is
saying?
history, y'all. I'm giving y'all a walk through it, man. This is a journey, man. These dudes is real pioneers, man, because they making waves for us in ways that we didn't even know that they was making waves for us. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I mean, came all the way, man, from a breakdance crew to just the 2. You know what I'm saying? To pick up some of, touch base with some of the most biggest names in the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? Do some of the biggest shows. Rock some of the best crowds. You dig what I'm saying? And not only that, be able to converse and do songs with other guys. That are equally, you know what I'm saying, high in ranks as far as the history goes. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's DJ Fame, it's L Spill, and y'all make a progression. Y'all did an album. Y'all did the songs. We did the EP. Yeah, we'll take it to the maximum and make this world a better place and all that.
No, we never released that. We did.
I had it. I ain't gonna.
We called it.
Stole it.
We did an EP called "This Is What the Niggas Want," and we have 4 songs on it with 40 ounce, sexy, "This Is What the Niggas Want," and "Holding the Funk." You know what I'm saying? Okay. And it sold real good
and
here.
That's what we did with Gemini Records.
No, that's what we did with Stormy Productions.
With Stormy Productions.
I did forget about to mention once we got with DJ Fame and L Spell, we ended up taking on a manager named Stormy. You know what I'm saying?
So Pat at this time is out of the picture.
Yeah, Pat has been out of the picture after we got with Steve. Pat decided to she started having marital problems, so she, you know what I'm saying, she kind of put us on the back burner, so we had to find
the attention
that we needed. You know what I'm saying? So we took it upon ourselves to go a different route. It was no hard feelings. We love you, cuz. We love you, Pat. You know what I'm saying? And we just started embarking on different avenues and endeavors. But so after DJ Fame and L Spell, we got to deal with Gemini, and we did a little.
So
something.
y'all eventually got a deal then. Y'all eventually got to a deal status.
Yeah,
y'all were able to come out with some product and present. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear some shit banging. Boom.
Boom.
Can I hear it?
No.
Right now ain't the time to hear something booming. But listen, we gonna get to that. Check this out. Chance had too many 40s.
Why, man? We live, brother. Come on,
live,
man.
This is live, man. This is the history, man. On everything, man. For real. Squeeze. Chill out, bruh.
Get up out this one?
Not right now. We doing an interview, man. We live.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yo. What up, man? To my homeboy out
what
there.
Up?
Monster Mike, if you tuned in, man, to Drettie, this is my show. What the fuck is up? I'm in here
What's
today,
up?
man, with my special guests, man. The Homeboys, a.k.a. HBO. General NORAD, Chauncey D Squeeze, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and we in here shooting y'all some real history, some real game, you feel me? Giving y'all, the pioneer steps that it takes, to become monumental in this hip-hop game, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes, man, I gotta say, just even I lived through a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? I lived through a lot of this, but just to sit down and hear it for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? It's really an extraordinary story, you know what I mean? And I'm fortunate to be able to bring this to y'all and share this with y'all because it's really a big part of my history. They done did a whole lot before I even got involved, you know what I'm saying? On everything I love. So you know what I'm saying? We took it from all the way from breakdancing, the very beginning of hip hop. You dig what I'm saying?
The
to
Atomic
this point,
Breakers.
You feel what I'm saying? All the way up until the point where now we done locked in a deal with a record company. We done dropped the EP. You dig what I'm saying? And we with management with Stormy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stormy dropped.
So
this is what the niggas want for us.
And then what transpired after that? Like give us some more feed into come on, man.
After that, you know what I'm saying? The Homeboys with L Spell and was doing a lot of shows around town. And then all of a sudden, Paulie P from Deuce Mob was hanging with us. And we renamed him from Playboy. Me and Squeeze renamed him from Playboy Paul to Paulie P. And he was Deuce Mob. He had another cat with him. But DJ Fame saw that Paulie P had the Hispanic community sold up. So he decided to go with his own people when he didn't even like Paulie P in the beginning. Wouldn't let him come over his house, record, work music with us and everything. But after we did some shows, yeah.
So y'all influenced Paulie P going to...
Yeah, Paulie P was hanging with us, me and Squeeze.
Right.
And doing shows with us, and next thing you know, DJ Fame saw something. I guess he saw dollar signs. His light bulb went off in his head that he needs to be with his own kind. Because you know what I'm saying. That's how I felt about it. So Paulie P was offered a deal from these one people, and they was going to put up a large amount of money for Paulie P's project. And DJ Fame just felt he can, you know what I'm saying. I know he felt in his heart he can get a piece of that.
So they wanted the Deuce Mob.
Yeah, so he wanted to be a part of the Deuce Mob.
Okay.
And so Next thing you know, he wouldn't sign the contract with Gemini Records with us, and so we dropped him. We dropped him just that quick. DJ Fame, we dropped him.
So y'all dropped Fame.
We dropped Fame.
No more Fame.
No more DJ Fame. We went and got DJ Slick Rick.
Okay.
DJ Rick Rude to produce our album for us. This is what the niggas want. So we went and got him, and he did it. You know, with Stormy Productions.
Okay.
We recorded down at Platinum Studios with your boy DA. I know y'all know about DA.
Shout out DA, man. You know I did some work over there before, man.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first studios I ever been to. No lie, man.
By this time, you know, it's 1993, and after Fame left, we were still doing shows, but then, you know, we started having some animosity in the group and things of that nature. And
between y'all two?
But no, not between us two. You know what I'm saying? You know, L Spell was, he always was doing his own thing, so he had his own lane. And we was at the height of our career. You know what I'm saying? We had opened up for Queen Latifah. And
so y'all kept doing big shows?
Yes, more big shows after big shows. And we was riding around limos, and we was doing some things in Denver. And so, I don't know. I guess pride got in the way or something, and next thing you know, there's some animosity and a little confrontation ensued. And next thing you know, I didn't want to be involved with nobody who wasn't for me. You feel me?
100% down.
Yeah.
So that was L Spell.
That was L Spell. Yeah. And he ended
L
up.
Spell was on his Bobby Brown at the time, huh?
Yeah.
Solo,
you know
right?
what I'm saying? He wanted to go solo and all of. I don't know what he was talking about. Whatever behind my back with Stormy and things of that nature. And however,
okay.
L Spell, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting into some trouble and going away for a while, if y'all know what I mean, you know what I'm saying, getting locked up, things of that nature.
Yeah.
And so I decided by this time, by 1993, I was tired of rapping. I was tired of the rap game. I was tired of hustle.
So you was burnt out.
I was burnt out on it
from
way back in 1993. From 86 to 93.
That's 6 years. You already kind of just at the limits with rap.
Yeah, me and Squeeze was burnt out, man. And next thing you know, we just got jobs and got our own apartment and started living and wasn't messing with music no more. And so we took like a 3-year hiatus.
So y'all wasn't making no music?
No music for 3 years, man.
Okay.
From 93 to 95.
Okay.
And then in 1995, we went to Cinco de Mayo. We got approached by DJ Scratch G of Cutting Crew.
Shout out Scratch G
and he
of
said,
Cutting Crew.
Yeah, shout out Scratch G.
Let them know who the Cutting Crew is, man.
Cutting Crew is
how important they are to
is your boy DJ Scratch G. My brother Squeeze right here took me to his house in 1985 to hear him scratch on these turntables. And it was on 20th and Washington. Shout out to Scratch G. And I sat up there and watched this cat scratch on his turntables. And from that day forward, Scratch G had a homeboy and Squeeze had a homeboy named Junebug. Tell me about Junebug, man. Rest in peace, Junebug.
Junebug, man, is one of the coolest dudes in the world, man. Hey, rest in peace, Junebug. I can't.
He passed away?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away,
Okay.
man. Over there on 34th in York, somebody stabbed him to death, and he
man.
passed away in that liquor store on 34th in York. So rest in peace, Junebug. And Junebug's had a drum machine, and he was scratching too. And Squeeze used to love messing with him. And we'd go over his house and be sitting there and recording raps for hours and hours and hours and hours. And Scratch G, started a Cutting Crew, and they got pretty famous here in Denver as well.
Right.
And we would run across each other at shows, and Scratch G would always show us love. So I ran into him in 1995 at Cinco de Mayo. And he approached us and was like, I heard y'all not doing music anymore. I said, no, I'm done with that. He grabbed me on my shoulder, looked me in my eyes, and he said, look here, Chuck, don't ever give up on your career, man. Don't ever give up on yourself,
and
ever.
This is 1995.
1995. Yeah, this
right?
is just from 93 after that era of the Homeboys broke up. DJ Scratch G approached us and told us not to ever give up. And that inspired me to
get back to it?
Get back to it, man. So I went home and I told Squeeze we're going to get the group back together. And my mother was living on 37th and Jackson. Yeah, my baby brother, SD, Echelon. What's up,
Shout
Echelon?
out the Echelon, man.
The Echelon, SD.
Here comes SD, y'all. Here comes Shawnee D.
My brother, Shawnee D.
They was asking me about Shawnee D. When did he come in?
Yeah.
So he's kicking in. This is 1995, y'all.
Yeah,
this is 8 years after the fact that the Homeboys have already been putting down some footwork.
Yeah.
Shout out, little bro.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. After Scratch G told me that, I went home and I was walking past my baby brother's room one day. He was sitting in there and he was sitting on his bed swinging his legs, and he was looking kind of not sad or nothing. He was cool.
Bro?
Yeah. He had on a little suit or something. I don't know. They was getting ready to go somewhere. I think it might have been Easter time or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But I asked him. I said, "Hey, bro, what you doing, man?" He's like, "Nothing, man, just chilling." I said,
And
"Man,
how
I'm
old
thinking."
was SD?
He was
probably about that
13
time? He was
years
13.
old at the
So
time.
y'all put him in the group at 13.
At
He
the
was
age of 13, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I asked him. I said, "Man, I'm thinking about putting the Homeboys back together, man. You want to join?" He said, "Yeah, man, I'm with it, man." And I said, "All right, you write a rap. I'm gonna go to work. When I come home, if the rap is cool, you can join the group." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I went to work, came home. I said, "Man, you do your rap?" He was like, "Yeah, I got it, man." I said, "Let me hear it," and he spit it for me. So the next
So
day,
he was writing his own rhymes. by
wrote
this
his own
time.
rhyme at the age of 13.
Right, shout out
He
Echelon,
used,
man.
yeah, he used to go to all our shows back
So,
then
yeah,
with my
right,
mom
right,
and them.
right.
He was a little kid, and he would go to our shows, and you know
He
what I'm
knew
saying?
what was up.
Yeah, and he was like
He
one of
kinda
our
been
biggest
around it
fans.
his whole life.
Yeah,
Right.
he was one of our
off
biggest fans
top.
growing up.
God.
And so, you know, I heard him try to rap a few times, and I, you know what I'm saying, he wrote the rap. I came home, heard it was good, and so I called up Scratch G, and then I got my other little cousin, Wee Nut, together.
Nut.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I took me, Squeeze, SD, and Wee Nut to the Scratch G studio, and we started working on new material.
So you started coming up with some more.
Yeah, the
new
songs like
joints.
Suspect, Rolling with the ESC, you know what I'm saying? And I had this one called Buck 'em Down, and Scratch G produced it all, you know what I'm saying?
Scratch
He said-
G,
he
man,
said,
the
"Don't give up
truth.
on yourself." He said, "If y'all need free studio time, come to my house. I got y'all. But I want y'all
Free
to do
studio
that.
time, y'all.
I want y'all to in
Scratch
the
G,
game."
shout out Scratch G for
Shout
giving
out,
free
man. One
studio
love,
time
brother.
to some legends, man, some OGs in the game.
Right.
The Cutting Crew, y'all.
Yeah, so that day before we met Perry Jones, Prince's old manager, and we auditioned for
Who's that
him.
number right now? Run
Perry
that
Jones.
Huh?
Prince's old business manager,
Uh-huh.
Perry Jones.
Perry
He's
Jones.
worked for Warner Brother Records. He still live here in Denver to this day.
Wow.
And we ran into him. We did a show at East High School with my brother SD, Shotty D, when he was young, and you know, we did good. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what was it, the Black Arts Festival or something in front of East High School, a big old celebration, and we got a chance to perform.
The new material.
Yes, the new revamped Homeboys.
With the new revamp. So
Yeah.
now it's the Homeboys with the little Homeboys.
With the little Homeboys,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you know what
feel
I'm
me?
saying? We
Right.
try to have a little kid. This is
Okay.
before the Bow Wows. And
Right,
all of these
yeah.
little young artists.
Right, so
You know what I'm saying?
Ed, let's get this straight. The Echelon, Shawnee D, he was a pioneer in this himself because he's one of the youngsters of his age and his time that was rapping at that age on wax.
At that age,
You know,
there was no other younger
youngsters.
rappers his age doing it at the time.
Nowhere,
Bow Wow came maybe
nowhere in the country though.
10 years later.
Not just
you know?
Denver though, right?
Right, not just in the whole country.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think you had a group called what was one of them New York groups?
He ain't never been on
The Youngsters or something like that, or something like that. There's some New York group. There was a bunch of young cats, but you know they really
Only
did.
youngsters I remember back then that was getting down
wax.
after that point was probably
That nigga's on
Crisscross. Then you had the
That was
singing-
years later when Chris Cox came.
The boys, the little
Boys,
singing
yeah, that
group.
was an R&B.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But
High Five.
wax.
what was the little dude from New York, man?
On wax.
What's his name?
Chi Ali?
Chi Ali. He
Yeah.
was about the youngest rapper out that
On
time.
wax.
And
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
16
yeah.
years old. So, hey, brother.
Who's on wax, nigga?
This nigga's burned
Who's
down.
on wax?
That's not good.
Is anybody on wax?
I am. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that later.
Is anybody on wax?
In Denver on wax.
Denver on wax. We talking about records, y'all. Real
Yeah.
life 12 inches,
Yeah.
man.
So,
that vinyl, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I promise you, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
So anyways,
Hey, man.
we back to SD.
Back to
You know what I'm
SD,
saying?
man.
And him being one of the youngest of his
One of the
time,
youngest,
and
we
a
started doing
pioneer,
shows.
Like just in the same fashion of the Homeboys, he's a pioneer of his. Hey man,
Of his
of
generation.
his generation that's rapping at 13 years old,
Right.
and getting down on wax. They got 8 Homeboy records with Shawnee D on it, real life vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On everything.
Here, come and get this.
That nigga
Pull me up.
He's on vinyl.
All right. Yeah, you know, SD, he started performing with us and doing shows and
Whoa.
oh.
Yes, you like.
I know that's right. Shout out to the intern, man.
Oh, did Tommy Slimy? But yeah, back to the
Let's get back to it, y'all, man. Yeah, most definitely.
You know, SD started performing all around Denver and started regaining our recognition around Denver with him. And
Thanks, fella.
he started growing up. He started growing up real fast on us. He started out as a little cat. Then next thing you know, he had blossomed into this star. You know what I'm saying? He was a young cat at first. Then next thing you know, he started having this glow about him, the star quality. And we got into this. We got approached doing a show at a record store over here on the north side, and we got approached by 1332 Records, which is Governor Dog, Trey Deuce,
1332,
and LKG. You know what I'm saying? Your boy LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did our performance. They took us to the alley, and they said, we want to offer y'all a deal with 1332 Records. And so that kind of got the Homeboys back in the spot, in the spotlight.
This is y'all's next deal with the new Homeboys, including SD, WeNut, you know what I'm saying? Y'all in there, y'all got a new deal thing popping off.
Yeah.
This is 1332 Records. They want to offer y'all some action. They want to get y'all back in the platform.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from that day forward, you know what I'm saying, we started going to the studio, and we was living in the studio. We lived in the studio about 3 years. Like every week we was always in the studio working on a new album.
2 or 3 years?
And yeah, about 2 years we was in the studio.
2 years solid.
Yeah, from like 85 to 87. 87 when the album was released. So we spent 2 years recording that album that made the Billboard charts. It came in number 6 the first week independent record sales, and we made it in the top 100.
What are you talking about?
10 years of bullshit.
10 years of bullshit, y'all. So you got to think by this time, if y'all dropped an album called 10 Years of Bullshit, that's already letting you know. And what year did 10 Years of Bullshit come out?
1997.
1997. That's 10 years they had already been in the game, putting down footwork, you know what I'm saying, getting it cracking through several different group members, you know what I'm saying, a few different DJs, passing through all the majors in the industry, you know what I mean, trying to set a tone for what this Colorado hip hop look like, you feel me? Okay, so most def that it's still popping, you know what I'm saying? 10 Years of Bullshit. This is with General Norrad.
General Norrad, a.k.a. Chucksy Chill. I was Chucksy Chill at the time.
You know how you feel about that. Chucksy Chill, Chauncey D Squeeze, Shawnee D, and WeNut. So give me a quick little rundown about Shawnee D and his crew and how that came about, because he had a kind of sort of group within the group. Am I right? Or
yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the young cat of the group. So he was hanging with a core of young cats. You know what I'm saying? Mac Baby, Mickey Mac at the time. You know what I'm saying? Dice and Brewdog. And he decided to make his own little group outside of the Homeboys called the Neighborhood Youngsters. And so they started opening up for shows for us, the Neighborhood Youngsters.
So the Neighborhood Youngsters would get down before the
Homeboys.
Okay.
They'll go 2 songs, and SD will perform, Shawnee D will perform with them, then run backstage, and before we come out and switch clothes, and then come and do the show with us.
Yeah, he was shout out Diesha, man.
Yeah,
that dude is a pioneer,
he's
man.
A pioneer, man. He had vision, man. He always had this vision.
And this guy's 13, 14 years old at the time, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta
by this time, when he
got
with the Neighborhood Youngsters, he's about 16, 17.
16, okay. And who were those group members again?
Mac Baby, Mickey Mac, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Mac Baby.
Brewdog. And Dice, man.
Brewdog and Dice, man. Shout out Brewdog and Dice,
Shout out to the Neighborhood Youngsters. Real talented, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So we was working on the 10 Years of Bullshit album, and I met this this woman, you know what I'm saying, at the club one night, and she was telling me she was working with all these major labels doing promotional work for them.
Right.
Because I don't know, she just guessed I look like a rapper or something. I don't know the hell, you know what I'm saying? So she gave me her card, and we was in the studio at Steve's studio. What was that? What was Steve's name? Steve's studio? Creative Sound or something?
Creative
Sound?
Yeah. Creative Audio.
Creative Audio. We was in that studio. So I called up the female, whose name is Wendy Barr. And
shout out Wendy.
Shout out to Wendy. That's my sweetheart. I love that woman more than a lot of women on this earth. Feel me?
She gave me my start too. I mean, you gave me my start for real. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't know Wendy if it wasn't for you.
Right. And so I called her. I called Wendy and invited her to the studio one night. And she came to the studio and she was, she was cool. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful woman, red head, white chick. You know what I'm saying? With the, badonka dunk. You know what I'm talking about? And she was good peoples. And she used to just come to the studio and we would talk over the phone about business and all of that. And she said, you know what you guys need? You guys need a manager. I'm willing to manage y'all and get y'all where y'all need to be. I said, really, Wendy?
Somebody else.
We signed with 1332 Records.
Right.
Trey Deuce of 1332 Records. They put us on the back burner and they was mixing with Dank Side and all kind of other groups. And we were on the back burner. So Deuce took it upon himself to start his own record label, which was True Hustling Records. True Hustling Entertainment. It was a branch of 1332 Records.
So True Hustling was a branch of 1332.
1332 for Homeboys.
Exclusively for, so True Hustling is a
to get us out.
Homeboys brand as well. Then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We signed to him to this day. No.
There was no other group signed to that at the time.
No. It was a brand new record label that he started, and I helped build. And I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put that in there.
Knock that friend down.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
And we, he really invested in us. Had us in the studios for 2 years. All kind of different studios. But Wendy had came up to the studio and she was looking around and she was hearing and she's had a vision for us. And so she started managing us. We signed a management contract with her. And
so you had a management deal and a record deal at the same time.
Yeah, with Wendy Productions. You know what I'm saying?
Was that the Lockjaw imprint or was it just Wendy
No,
Bar?
Lockjaw came after that.
Okay.
We established Lockjaw towards the pinnacle of our career. After the height, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we started performing again all around Denver, everywhere, the same old thing. We're doing major shows, opening up for major artists coming through Denver. You know what I'm saying? We have opened up for people like DJ Quick when DJ Quick was here back in 1992.
That was the first time
when he got into that fight. Yeah, we opened up for him that night.
He saw DJ Quick up, didn't he?
The Homeboys really rocked the house. And we started being managed by Wendy.
Go into that type of stuff like that because we did open up for our DJ Quick and everything at that time and everything, but we don't want to go into that.
Yeah,
right,
so
we're gonna let Quick rest.
Yeah, we're gonna let that be. You know what I'm saying? That was good for us. It was
Quick, y'all.
It was good for the
DJ Quick. He apologized for that. I done heard him give several mentions of being disrespectful.
That really boost the Homeboys' credibility back then.
So that was like a reboost after all.
That was between 90 and 93. And
the Quick was,
Quick was 90 to 93. This way before Wendy and True Hustling. But this was the first time I ever seen in the crowd crying for Homeboys with tears in their eyes. So that really touched me and inspired me to keep it.
Yeah, you become bigger than life when you be on that stage.
Right, to see a fan in tears, like, wow.
So let's speed it up. Let's get past this. So we at 97, 98 is True Hustling Records. You know what I'm saying? The Homeboys signed to True Hustling Records. The Homeboys and did the
Matter of fact, Wendy has started our own, me, Wendy, JB, Jay Brown. Shout out to Jay Brown, Mike. That's the dog. We started our own record label and entertainment company called Lockjaw Productions. And that was like part of the Homeboys management, part of the Homeboys marketing, promotions, and record label. All in one. And that's who the neighborhood youngsters ended up getting signed to. By that time, we were kind of feuding with our record label, with True Hustling Records, man. We ended up releasing the album in 1997, December 1997. And in the first week,
that was the 10 years of bullshit, right?
Yeah, we ended up releasing 10 years of bullshit, and we sold about as much as Tupac, Biggie, Nas, all of them that were released that week made the Billboard charts for independent sales. You know what I'm saying?
So that's
Bad Boy
big. Y'all was
independent.
competing already
Yes,
with
and we made it.
mainstream industry.
Yeah, we made it to number 6 on the Billboard charts for record sales that week.
And they got Diesha online, man. He's saying it too, man. That y'all opened up for quite a bit of people. Y'all made the True Hustling label what it is. You know what I'm saying? He said y'all opened up for 112, Redman, Usher, and Aaliyah. That's major.
Well, we opened up for 112 the day after Biggie got killed.
Man, you hear that, y'all?
March 10th?
Yeah.
On March 9th, we opened up for 112 the day right after. At Chocolate City. And then
that's what's up, man.
we opened up for
Pioneers,
Redman.
man, still kicking down doors, still making waves.
We were
man.
at the height of our height, man. We was at the pinnacle. We were really rising at the time. But then we got into the feud with the record label.
So
that's
tell
where the
me
problems
about
come
that.
in.
What was up with that part?
Well, like as far as True Hustling was concerned, I was supposed to be vice president of True Hustling. I helped him establish that record label as a brand,
Right.
And I was supposed to get the vice president. And then next thing you know, he ended up getting into a relationship, and that person ended up becoming the vice president. And he got him a lawyer, and the lawyer went and took our percentage from 40% all the way down to 12%. You know what I'm saying?
12% of your own music.
Yeah, and that kind of hurt us right there. So even though we were selling records, we sold 50,000, and the numbers kept growing and growing and growing. They were buying it everywhere. We were seeing the sound scan of what we were doing.
A lot of these dudes don't know about sound scan. Today it's something different. They look for streams. They don't know about really just selling records though. You know what I'm saying? True album sales. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that's big though. Still, sell 50,000. That can't just be in Colorado. It has to be widespread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Around the nation, right?
Yeah. We was, Texas was the biggest buyer. You know what I'm saying?
They loved y'all's music, huh?
And that first week, I think Texas had bought 7,000 units or something in 1 week or a few days or something like that. But we, True Hustling ended up getting a distribution deal with Selecto and another label. We got
Selecto Hits, you talking about, right? Okay.
Memphis.
But I remember that album. It did have its quality, though. The songs were of good quality, even if you listen to them still to this day. You know what I mean? The sound quality of them is good. Not only that, that album cover and all that was plush.
Oh, yeah.
The bull taking a shit.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Well, that was my idea, of the
Man,
bull sitting on the toilet
hard,
stool.
But it was clean graphics.
With his hand on his thing. He's like, this is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just a metaphor, symbolic, to some real shit. You feel me? And
that was me.
But SD, Echelon, he played a major role in the design of the look of the album cover. That was the white suit.
With the white suits
with the
and
white
hats.
with
yeah,
the white hats.
Real,
You know what I'm saying? And that was real nice, man. Real beautiful.
Pioneers, you know what I'm saying? In his own time, way ahead of his time.
We released that album. We started performing all over the state and everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And after that, we got into it with the record label, with the lawyer. The lawyer and the record label tried to sue us as a group, independent individuals, and our management company as well, and their personal businesses.
So this was the fallout.
Yes, this was the fallout. The record label tried to sue us, you know what I'm saying, because we wanted to see.
True Hustling.
Yeah, we wanted to see some. We wanted to see the records.
I don't want to go into that.
But yeah, we won't get into all of that, you know what I'm saying. But Wendy, you know what I'm saying, Wendy, bar manager at the time, kind of got a little scared and hesitant, you know what I'm saying, to continue on. But however, I got into a little trouble hanging out with one of my bodyguards one night. He had a pistol on him, and I ended up not taking the charge for it, but you know what I'm saying, they ended up trying to get me with that. So I was locked up at the time, and then that's when we got a call from Rap-A-Lot Records, and Rap-A-Lot Records,
they wanted you, huh?
Wanted to sign the Homeboys.
Rap-A-Lot.
Rap-A-Lot Records offered us a deal in 1990. Yes, in 1998. Yes, Jay Prince wanted to sign the Homeboys, and I was locked up at the time. And when she told me that, my manager told me that she had gotten into a car accident right after she told me that, and she hung up the phone, and I was locked up, so I couldn't call her back or nothing. But when I got out, she had changed her she had got a new.
Don't let that be like that.
However, But yeah, we got into it with the label and the management company. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to deal with us anymore. My partner Jay
What's
Brown.
up, DD?
You know what I'm saying? And we ended up getting out the No, we were still in the contracts with True Hustling. We didn't have no manager, but we ran into just the history of it, brother. If you don't tell it, what you gonna leave out, man?
Go ahead, man. Finish what you was doing, man.
You know, we was after that. Our management. We had dropped our management, and we was looking for new management. And we ran into this cat, Mark Curry's cousin, the comedian Mark Curry. His cousin's name is Wendell Whitaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he saw us performing, and he took us under his wing. He signed us to a management contract. He went to True Hustling. He did everything in his power to get us out of that True Hustling contract, and eventually he did. And he got us to own the name, the Homeboys. So we own the.
So y'all own that that trademark.
The trademark of the Homeboys. That's
y'all.
THA Homeboys. That's us. Anybody ever use that? You owe us money. So. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you do.
For HBO though, could have killed them, huh?
Yeah, we would have got them on that one.
They be chipping up a check.
So
by
this time, you know what I'm saying, Denver, the Broncos had went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. We released a single called Mile High Salute.
Mile High Salute. That's what y'all had the Broncos suits on, right?
We released a single with that. When the Broncos won the Super Bowl, and that sold, man.
So this is y'all doing Bronco songs long before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cats was even trying to do that, man. Shout out to Homeboys,
We
man.
did a Bronco song
already
in 1987.
Right, man, right.
The Broncos is
Shout
my
out
favorite
Interstate
team.
Ike, you know what I'm saying? But these dudes
They
was
the greatest
doing it
football
before
players
that,
I
you
ever
feel me?
seen. On the score from 1 to 10, I give them 11.
Yeah.
Yo, who's that quarterback?
10 too, baby.
Number 7.
Oh,
He's burned out. He can't do it.
Yeah.
So that's so man, it's been one incredible journey that y'all have, man. You know, all the way from breakdancing to today, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done had a long ride.
Yeah.
You know, several group members, several different deals, several different managements, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot, you know what I mean? And really, but still set a tone because you know, you could look back at the Denver scene today, and today, a lot of these dudes that do rap and they do all this hip hop, they kind of follow in the character, they follow in the traits of the stuff that y'all did years previous, right?
Yeah, you know, we paved the road for hip hop in Denver because back in our time, they wouldn't allow hip hop in certain places, especially rappers and stuff. But they were letting us perform at benefits, cancer benefits. At the Boulder running, tracking the Cuvo jazz radio station. We did a commercial for Cool Spring Water and things of that nature. So we were opening up doors here in Denver as far as hip hop is concerned back then, and we really allowed a spotlight to get put on Denver concerning hip hop, man. And a lot of people gravitated towards it. Shout out to Chet Sis. He's a college professor, ex-college professor from the Colorado Institute of Arts. He used to invite us to his classes and rap for his class and break down the elements of hip hop to his class, and you know what I'm saying, he's still with us to this day. You feel me? So
that's what's up.
He approached us about that Colorado Music Hall of Fame.
Go ahead, you can go spill the beans.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So basically, all the work that y'all put in up until this point. You know, record sales and songs and shows and, you know, the entertainment that you just put into it, you know what I'm saying? You guys are coming up on something that's pretty big, that's pretty monumental in itself, still kicking down doors, still doing pioneer type of work, you know what I'm saying? And give us a little insight as to where you guys are at today with the music.
With the music, okay, after 1998, we did a Bronco song. We gained popularity as we're playing on the radio.
Like 2019.
Yeah,
so, and then so you got to think from this is like fucking 30 plus years of y'all putting it down in the music industry. You dig what I'm saying? Colorado music history at that. That's like, and when we come, you know how we get, you know, that's OG status. You know what I'm saying? You've been putting it down, like you running, you know, you running the show, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And right now you at a pivotal point in your career to where you about to take it to another level of like, you know, to get you solidified as, you know, this is the Denver group, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's not groups.
The face of Colorado hip hop.
There's not groups.
There's not
even
groups
through
no
all
more,
this
yeah.
time, like even early on, like in the early '80s, it might have been some groups, but there's no groups. There have been no groups. Does that make sense? Honestly,
Yeah, well,
have you know of any Denver groups? I don't know of any groups that even have the longevity that you have. You know what I'm saying? The history that y'all got. No.
Yeah, that was back then.
That's the '80s, bro. There's
Yeah.
no groups
80s
today.
and 90s.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know, that was back then with the legends, the real legends.
I mean, I know
is
there's some dudes that
the
rap
Legion
and
of Doom. You know what I'm
when they
saying?
get
Brother
together,
Jeff,
they do their
Star
thing.
Child, Big Star
But there's
Child.
no groups that
Slick
got the
Rick.
longevity that y'all got like that. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Y'all got 30-year history.
And when they see us together today,
The Homeboys.
everybody say they still together
Still together, man.
after all these years. You know?
Yeah.
Man, come on, bruh.
So tell us, man. Give us the beans, man.
But you say one
Spill
brother.
the tea.
You don't say two brothers. You say that's my brother, but you don't say these were my brothers.
Can I
Yeah,
pour
that's
this
his
water on
brother.
you,
You
nigga?
always say that's my brother.
No, come on.
This is my brother. You
don't
is my
say
brother.
these was my brothers.
So chill out.
But back to where we was at with.
Tell us about the what's up with the Hall of Fame?
Okay, well, after you know what I'm saying, after 1998, I ended up getting out of jail. After Rapid Live wanted to sign us, then after that, we got a new manager, and we did a little things. We did some CD release parties or some whatnot. Then I decided to move out of state. I decided to get the heck out of Denver. Denver was started to grow on me, and I'd done so much for the community and all of that. And I said, turn around and sell myself broke. So I was upset, and I wanted to start all over. But yeah, however, just recently when I was speaking on Chet Sisk, the college professor, last year I was downtown on the 16th Street Mall, brother. I was down on the 16th Street Mall.
It's what you call it?
No, bro.
And I was approached by Chet Sisk, and first thing he said, we were just talking about y'all the other day. I was like, you know, he's pretty high when it comes to the Performance School of Arts here in Colorado. He sits on the board of the Colorado Music Hall of Fame. And he said, we were just talking about y'all the other day. And I said, oh, yeah, about what? He said, the Colorado Music Hall of Fame. He said, that goes to the Homeboys. I said, wow. As Denver's hip-hop pioneers. I said, okay, well, thank you, y'all. So it came full circle for us. And from that day forth, it was like the Most High let me know that all these years as us being in this industry and trying to represent Denver and put Denver on the map, that it was not in vain, and it came full circle.
So y'all are gonna be
and fuck what's his name?
Who's that?
That dude that they was looking at.
So can we get a part two?
Babbling,
yeah, most definitely.
babbling this shit.
Yeah, because he
He
talking about Trev Rich.
Yeah, all these niggas babbling.
Hey, man.
That don't mean nothing.
Squeeze. Sit your ass down.
That shit
Hey,
don't
bro.
mean nothing.
Man, you
Hey,
interrupted
man, we
the
live,
show.
man.
Don't mean
What the fuck is up, y'all? We
We
got
live,
Squeeze in
man.
here, man.
Squeeze.
Squeeze done had him one too many 40 ounces, you know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Drettie Goins, you feel what I'm saying?
Nothing, nigga.
Come on,
Them
bro.
niggas don't mean
My
nothing.
boys, you know what I'm saying?
We the
General
Homeboys,
North.
HBO, Denver legends.
Hey.
Fuck all them.
Well, have a seat, brother, and let's finish telling this story.
Squeeze,
Oh, man.
sit your ass down. Brother.
Well, he's back, y'all. You know what I'm
But listen, no, so
hey,
listen,
hey,
man.
Denver. I know all y'all know Squeeze. I know y'all know Squeeze, and y'all know how Squeeze is. You feel me?
Microphone, bro?
Yeah.
Nigga, nothing.
So Squeeze, man, why don't you tell the people, man, a little bit about what give them some insight on your interpretation or your.
I'm talking about the interpretations and shit and everything. And
Why don't you give a shout out to Denver, Colorado, man?
Yeah, y'all want to give it up to some people, man, bbefore we get up out of here?
Yeah, yes, I want to give it up, man.
Give up some shout outs.
I want to give it up first of all to Drettie Goins. They ain't really knowing. My little brother, you feel me?
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Inspirational, you know what I'm saying? He keeps me going, man, because when I see him out here putting in work and doing what he's doing, that drives me. That inspires me to keep on pushing. But I also want to give a shout out.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah, ain't no doubt, man. I also want to give it up to D Echelon, our baby brother. D Echelon, what's up, man? Love you, baby brother. Want to give it up to
yeah, shout out the Echelon. You know what I mean?
a lot of people out there that was very instrumental in the Homeboy development and their legacy, things of that nature. I want to give it up to Patricia Johnson, our cousin. I want to give it up to Steve Rowland from Tag Team Most Ill and his B-Boys. I want to give it up to
Zoe said he gonna tap in.
DJ Fame.
Shout out to
I want to give up to Paulie P, Deuce Mob. I want to give it up to it's a host of others. L Spell, you know what I'm saying? I want to give it up to Sugar Daddy, Billie Jean, Keith McDay.
Oh man.
You know, Big John, Star Child, Brother Jeff, aka Mr. Magic, DJ Mixmaster Mike, you know what I'm saying? It's just so many, man. Everybody, man. Everybody from back in the day, all the promoters, everybody from Ski to what's his name, Francois, to all the big major promoters that was instrumental in the Homeboys' success. Wendy Barr, I got to give it up to Wendy Barr. Stormy E, what's up, Stormy? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in every Wednesday night to my VS Radio Online. She plays nothing but Denver hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday she do local shows. So y'all tune in to my VS Radio Online. It's called the Fired Up Hip Hop Show with your girl Stormy E. Every Wednesday night from 7 to 9. And I want to give it up to, it's an array. My boy Deuce from True Hustling, you know what I'm saying? Just recently, he re-signed the Homeboys to a deal, you know what I'm saying?
And they still getting deals, y'all. 30 years in the game, and these dudes are still getting deals. If that don't inspire you to keep it pushing, then nothing else will. You feel me?
Yeah, I want to give it
top,
up to
man. They
Whitney
gonna definitely
Whitaker,
keep some work going.
you know what I'm saying? Big Diamond from Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? I want to give it
I
up
ain't
to.
call no grown man delicious.
I want to give it up to your boy Murder Rich from G Unit South. You know what I'm saying, for giving me that job at G Unit South. Your boy Chili Sauce down in Tennessee, Kai Hill. You know what I'm saying? 187 Blitz. I want to give it up to BMW. Your boy Sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Dino.
Birthday,
You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Brody. You know what I'm saying? I want to give it up
Yeah.
to a lot of people in Denver, man. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood youngster, Dice Man, Brewdog, Mac Baby. You feel me? I'll give it up to all our family, of course, for being so supportive over the years. You know what I'm saying? There's too many of them to name, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep it short. And I want to give it up to your boy Garth down in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? He was the first one that put me on as a DJ, got me a DJ job at the first black strip club down in 701 in Nashville, Tennessee. And then shout out to Big Brent Riley. He's the black club owner. I moved to the biggest strip club down in Tennessee. It was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other people, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people been instrumental, man, in our success. I want to give it up to my brother Squeeze. DJ Sonny P, you know, all the Denver DJs, you know what I'm saying, all the people, you know what I'm saying, who been a part of our legacy.
Well, I just want to take this time, you know what I'm saying, to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to give up this history, you know what I'm saying, coming to my show, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
definitely,
no
you feel me, it was an honor and a privilege, you know what I'm saying, just to be amongst such, you know what I'm saying, factors, you know what I'm saying, not only factors, pioneers, you know, and I really truthfully believe that y'all earned that title, you know what I'm saying, not just the Homeboys, but the pioneers of Denver hip-hop, you dig what I'm saying, you know what I mean, and we definitely gonna get together, man, and keep it lit. Y'all always welcome to come back and join me. We can do this again anytime.
Yeah, we're going to have a part 2 of it. We're going to tell you the story from 98 to 2019, you know what I'm saying? So, like you said, that's 30 years in the game, you feel me? And we still pushing, man. We just got together and we did a reunion with the Homeboys with L Spell, Squeeze, and everything. Now Echelon's out. We're doing this reunion for the Homeboys Legacy album.
Right.
We putting together, you know what I'm saying? And we've been in the studio. We got some hits, man. Some hits on our hands. Y'all go on YouTube and type in THA Homeboys /Denver, and you can see this new video we got called Them Boys, you know what I'm saying, represent Denver to the fullest, with your boy Squeeze, L Spell, and Bam, and Soul Train. You know, Mr. Soul Train Squeeze, son, you know, Bam was one of my artists, you feel me? And yeah, man, Yeah, they just said we got the word that we getting inducted in Colorado Music Hall of Fame as Denver's hip hop pioneers. So that made it all worth it. You feel me? We just got inducted
Hall of Fame, y'all.
in May of 2018.
You get like a jacket and a ring.
Yeah, we get it all, man. You know what I'm saying? And the ceremony's gonna be at Red Rocks. So you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a ceremony. It's gonna be a big concert, big show at Red Rocks. And everybody who, you know what I'm saying, stay in touch and follow General NORAD on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, or Chauncey D. Jones on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit them like buttons or look the Homeboys up on Facebook, hit the like button. Y'all get into the event free. And when just this past May, we made it into the Rampa Music Hall of Fame, which is the Rocky Mountain Promoters Association Music Hall of Fame. They did a big ceremony for us down at the Osline Theater with Stormy Productions and what's his name? The guy from the Rocky Mountain Promoters Association. They just gave us an award, so y'all can see them pictures on there.
Yeah, shout out to Homeboys, y'all.
Man.
Right on,
HBO,
y'all, for tuning in. You did what I'm saying?
Homeboys, baby. For live, you know
Until
what I'm talking
next
about?
time,
Denver, Colorado.
I'm your host, Drettie Goins. General